As we continue our community connection in Haines City tonight, we are not only looking at what makes this area unique, we're also sharing the stories that matter to this community. And earlier today, 10 Investigates has a new story for you that they've been putting together. New at 6, they've uncovered information about a Haines City police officer accused and cleared of excessive force. Now, this is a situation our team has been keeping an eye on for more than a year. 10 Investigates' Jenna Bourne found out that the officer resigned from his last law enforcement job after being accused of lying to his supervisor.
That agency's records say his superiors would have fired him if he hadn't resigned first. We found out Haines City Police knew about it and hired him anyway. Haines City Police records say this all started with a traffic stop over dark window tint.
Get on the ground. Can you tell me for what? Get on the ground. Can you tell me for what? Arrest now. For what?
Hands right back.
Oh!
Hands right back.
Yo!
Now, put your hands right back now.
Oh!
Put your hands right back.
Oh, you just...
Put your hands right back now.
Oh!
Put your hands right
back. Serious?
The videos appear to show Officer Justin Vasquez striking Miranda Brundage III.
What? Oh! Stop! Stop.
Throwing him onto the hood of a hot car and holding him down. Police records say Brundage resisted arrest and was legally carrying a concealed gun.
Who dropped the ball?
Activists asked the police department to fire Vasquez. They didn't. Nearly a year later, 10 Tampa Bay told you the police department issued what they called a letter of retraining, a memo pointing out what he could have done differently. But it exonerated him from complaints about competency and improper conduct.
I don't see that this was handled properly. I think there should have been another level of discipline for this officer.
10 Investigates has now learned Officer Vasquez made an abrupt exit from his last law enforcement job. Polk County Sheriff's Office records show he resigned from that agency in 2018 after they told him about an internal investigation into his actions. That investigation ultimately found Vasquez disobeyed his direct supervisor's orders to fill out paperwork about money seized during a search warrant, then lied about it. This letter of resignation says, "I have made some personal decisions and I will be resigning from the agency." His superiors wrote they would have fired him if he hadn't resigned first. And this handwritten note says he is not eligible for rehire. 2 years later, in 2020, Vasquez applied to the Haines City Police Department. His job application shows he told them he had resigned after allegations of misconduct. We checked with the Polk County Sheriff's Office, and this form confirms Haines City Police reviewed Vasquez's disciplinary file after he applied, so they knew about his history. We requested interviews with Vasquez to get his side of the story, and with Police Chief Greg Gorick about why Haines City Police hired someone with a documented history of lying and who's not eligible for rehire at another agency. The city spokesperson told us neither were available for an interview, but sent us emailed statements from Deputy City Manager Lloyd Stewart. He said, in part, during our hiring process, Vasquez provided an explanation to us regarding his departure from his previous agency, which, had it been provided at the time of the investigation, in our assessment, may have mitigated the allegations and resulted in a different outcome. The state attorney's office confirmed that the circumstances that led up to Vasquez's decision to resign did not and would not negatively affect their ability to prosecute future investigations. Vasquez was recently transferred from an officer to a detective position. A spokesperson for Haines City Police tells us this was not a promotion and it did not come with a salary increase. Reporting in Haines City, Jenna Bourne, 10 Investigates.
And the deputy city manager also sent us a message for community activists who were unhappy with the level of discipline received after the arrest that you saw on video. We have that for you if you want to check it out. You can find that full response on our free 10 Tampa Bay app. All you have to do is scroll down to the community section.